Yo, it's your boy Sylex-B. Sylex-B, the brain box is back. It's a brand new day full of brand new blessings and everything happens for a reason. That's right. So today I'm bringing to you another video from the book I read, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And today I'll be looking at the differences between Rich Dad and Poor Dad. This guy who wrote the book, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, was raised up by two dads, and then it was difficult for him to make a choice of who he was going to listen to. Regardless, in the end, both dads valued education, money, success, everything, but they both gave him different advice on different things. So today I'm sharing with you guys the differences between the rich dad and the poor dad, what the rich people teach their kids that the middle class and the poor people do not. So this is what we got today going on. So let's go. Number one, let me start right away. So number one, the first difference I got: poor dad, go to school and get good grades. That was his advice to Robert Kiyosaki. Go to school and get good grades. What did rich dad say against that? Rich dad said, become financially literate. I mean, this is the old saying. That's what this book actually discussed, that in this new generation that we live in the information age, and telling your kids to go to school, get a good grade, get a good job, do this, do that, a job that's going to bring you more benefits like retirement accounts, IRAs, 401ks, and start to do some stuff like rely on government pension plans. All those things are the old ways. Those are advices that are going to set us on average life. Parents teach the kids the same old-fashioned way every single time, and that was the reason why Robert Kiyosaki did not listen to his poor dad, because if he did, he won't be rich today. He won't be a millionaire. He was going to be in the same spot, same place that his poor dad was before he died. So go to school, get good grades. It's not all the answer to success and life. You will need more than go to school and get good grades. That's the old-fashioned way of saying things. That's why rich dad was more focused on him being financially literate. Get like a financial education, increase his financial intelligence, financial IQ. That was his most focus, to educate himself on financial terms, financial basis. So number two, get a safe, secure job from poor dad. Number two, poor dad, get a safe, secure job. What did rich dad say? Rich dad said, build businesses. That's what he told Robert Kiyosaki, to build businesses, because the only way he actually achieved wealth and riches in his life was actually through businesses, investment, real estate. That's what he actually did, and he had the desire to teach people how to do things. The same things he did. He wrote books, of course, which was on the New York best time sellers of all time, and then the rich dad poor dad has been there for a long time. Everybody, most people like even Bill Gates or Warren Buffett and some other top people in the success industry, you know what I'm saying, they recommend that book, because that's a book that will actually open up your financial intelligence and different way of thinking. So Robert Kiyosaki actually built riches through businesses, financial investments, real estate, and that's why he chose to listen to his rich dad. So while poor dad told him to get a safe, secure job, if he was going to get a safe and secure job, anything could happen. You cannot rely on a safe, secure job. Number three, work hard and save, from poor dad. Poor dad told him to work very hard and save, and then rich dad told him, don't save, invest. How can you just save your money and expect your money to grow over time? It's not going to grow if you don't do nothing with the money. So that's what Robert Kiyosaki did. Listen to the rich dad. He took his money, put all those money into investment, real estate, and mutual funds, stocks, bonds, paper assets, all those things he talked about in his book. And that was right. He made a lot of investment, especially from real estate. So he didn't save money, he invested his money. That's one of the ways to the riches. Want to be rich and wealthy, investment is one of the biggest way. It's a very big risk, according to what he said in the book. It's a risk. You will lose money or you will win money. But the problem is not about losing, the fear of losing money, but the fear of not knowing what you are doing. If you don't know what you're doing with investments or building businesses, and that comes the risk. So you gotta know what you're doing. So number four, poor dad, work for money. Rich dad, let money work for you. This was one of the biggest advice rich dad gave to Robert Kiyosaki, because if we just work for money, we'll be working for money throughout our entire life, because money never stops. Money is a number. It's a numbers game, and numbers are never ending, and if you keep working for money and think having more money is going to make you more happy, then your search for happiness will never end. So the best thing was him taking that desire, that effort to learn how to make money work for him. And most of those things, again, be through businesses, building business, being on the right side of the cash flow quadrant, being a business owner or an investor. That's the only way you're going to have money work for you. So moving on to number 5, pay your creditors first. From Poor Dad. Rich Dad said, pay yourself first. So this was one of the tricky ones. You have creditors running behind you to pay their bills, mortgage and these car loans and everything, school loans. So Rich Dad told Robert Kiyosaki, when you get your money, when you get your paycheck, pay yourself first. How? By investing in it, taking the risks, and having the faith that the money will grow and will make a big investment for him so that he could use the money to pay the bills that he has to pay. And the lack of the money, the lack of not paying his bills, to his creditors, will also force him to develop a strong financial intelligence to find different ways of money working for him, because with the pressure from the creditors harassing him to give them the money will give him more effort and desire to find different ways of making money. So instead of paying the creditors first, the car mortgage, the car loan, the mortgage, all those things, after you get your paycheck in the first of the month or whenever you get your paycheck, learn to pay yourself first. That was the advice. Number 6, save money by shopping for bargains. From Poor Dad. Save money by shopping for bargains. Rich Dad. Make money by shopping for investment that will go up in value. His advice to Robert was to make money by shopping for investments that will go up in value. If you shop for investments, you go on the market and look for the best deals on the market and invest your money into that, then surely it's going to grow up in value. Whereas Rich Dad, Poor Dad's advice, saving money by shopping for bargains, is not the best one. Number 7, don't buy something you can't afford. From Poor Dad. Don't buy something you can't afford. That was his advice to Robert Kiyosaki. And then what did Rich Dad say to that? Ask yourself, how can you afford it? Instead of saying, I can't afford it, I can't do this, I can't do that, ask yourself, take a second to ask yourself, how can I afford it? By saying, how can you afford something when you know you don't have it, give you the extra strength to develop your mind. It's going to build your mind. Your mind will start to think of ways coming up with solutions to solve problems. Because when you say you can't do something, you can't get the money, the world can't shut down your brain, according to the book. And that was true. I definitely agree with that. That was mind-blowing. When you say you can't do something, you can't get that money, you can't get the car, you can't get the job, your brain is shut down. But when you say, start to ask yourself, how can I do this? When? Who do I need to talk to help? By asking questions, your brain is going to open up and it's going to start to look for answers to your problem. So never doubt yourself. Number 8, investing is risky. From Poor Dad. Rich Dad said, not investing is risky. So most people think investment is a risk only if you don't know what you are doing. If you know what you are doing, it's only a game. And not investing actually is a risk, because the only way you're going to grow your money and have money working for you is through investment. Investment in anything you want to invest. But first, you must know what you're doing. You must have the financial intelligence and learn what you got to learn. That was the reason Rich Dad was pressuring Robert Kiyosaki from childhood to develop the habits of learning and reading and taking classes on things he would like to know and finding the resources that he needs to find to do the things that he needs to do to get to where he needs to be. And that was one of the best advices that he ever listened to. So number 9, your house is an asset. From Poor Dad. Your house an asset. Rich Dad. Your house a liability. That's definitely true. Your house can never be an asset because it does not bring money. Your house, your mortgage, your car loan, anything that takes money out of your pocket is a liability. Liability is something that takes money out of your pocket, so it cannot be an asset. An asset is something that can bring money in your pocket. So by claiming your house to be an asset, it's a big lie. Most people think having a big house is their biggest asset. But actually, that house is taking money from their pocket, from their paycheck every month, every week, because you gotta pay the mortgage every month and you gotta spend on the house, buying furniture, buying this, paying this, so many things, cables, satellite, internet. So all those things, expenses are taking money from your pocket. So your house is not an asset, it's a liability. Let me not contradict myself. Your house is a liability. That was Rich Dad's advice to Robert Kiyosaki. Number 10, the rich are greedy. From Poor Dad, that's what he believes, that the rich people are greedy. What did Rich Dad say to that? The rich are generous. Well, most people, that's what most of us think, that rich people are greedy. Not all rich people. Some of them are greedy. Not everybody is greedy. Some of them do actually help people, but behind the scenes, not everybody is going to help you and posting on social media that they've been doing big stuff. But the rich are not really greedy. That's the way we think about them. The poor and the middle class think the rich are greedy, but not really. When you get to know them, go out for help, they will guide you on how to get there. The final one, number 11, money is a necessary evil. From Poor Dad. Rich Dad said, money is power, and that's definitely true. I agree with that. Money is power. Power is not money. Money can earn power. Why did Donald Trump become president of America? They use money to do campaigns. They use money to do everything. The man with the money has more power. The man with the money has more power than even the man with the power. Money has more power than power itself. So that's what he's trying to say here, that money is power. Money is everything right now in this generation that we live. Money rules, money talk. You can have, if you have all the money, the guy with the power, with the president, everything, you can beat them. Whoever is the president, you got the money. Everybody want the money. So money is power. So like I said in the last video I made, lack of money is the root to all evil, not the other way around. Or most times people say, oh, money is the root to all evil. That's what poor people think, and rich, the middle class and the poor people like us, they think money is the root of all evil. But the lack of money is the root of all evil. Money is power. So these are the 11 differences between Rich Dad and Poor Dad, and how the rich people think versus how the poor people think. A poor and the middle class. And this is the reason why Robert Kiyosaki was so lucky to listen to his Rich Dad, because that made a big difference in his life. So if you like this video, you like stuff like this, then definitely let me know in the comments. I'll try my best to make it short, but it's never going short because a lot to cover. So I hope you enjoyed. This is the video of the week. If you like something like this, then just subscribe, my friend. If you like something like this, then subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time.